Peace, y'all. Welcome to the Void of Thought. We're all about athletic self-mastery. Leave a like on the video, comment, and subscribe if you'd like. Stay tapped in. There's plenty more videos coming. And check out my Patreon too. We're building something very special over there. All the links will be in the description. But for now, let's get on with this knowledge. Alright, y'all. So today, we're going to be talking about lucid dreaming. And specifically, how I've utilized lucid dreaming to keep my skills sharp, even during that 2 to 3 year time span to where I wasn't able to really get on the basketball court and practice my skills. During that time, and even before then, when I've had injuries before and I couldn't practice, I've utilized the power of lucid dreaming to keep my mind and my skills sharp so that when I do make a comeback, it's almost like I never left. I mean, of course, it takes time for my body to catch up to my mind and my spirit, but in my mind, I know how to do all the moves that I've been practicing and stuff before I got injured. And then plus, I've been able to actually develop new moves during lucid dreams where I then practiced physically and, utilize them in games and practices and stuff. So yeah, we're going to get into it. I'm going to teach you how to do that. My method of lucid dreaming. I'm going to teach y'all how to lucid dream and how to basically utilize that to sharpen your skills and to potentially build your skills while you're sleeping. So let's get into it. So you've already heard a little bit of the benefits of lucid dreaming, but what actually is lucid dreaming? So lucid dreaming is basically, dreaming when you're conscious of the fact that you're dreaming. So you're just conscious of the fact that you're in a dream and that what you're experiencing isn't this physical reality, but you're in a lucid dream and you're conscious of the fact that you're lucid. You're conscious of the fact that you're dreaming, And so in a lucid dream, you're able to first be conscious of yourself and be conscious of yourself in relation to the environment that you're in. And two, since you know that it's a dream, you know that you control it. You control the entire dream. Like I've had so many dreams where, there's a time, like utilizing this method that I'm going to teach you, I lucid dreamed for like a year straight. Like there wasn't a night where I didn't lucid dream using this method. And I learned this method from Ryan Cropper. And so let's get into what the method is. So step 1 for this method is when you're going to sleep, you're going to want to practice staying conscious of the fact that you're falling asleep. It's like, how we fall asleep and like you say, like we climb in bed and go to sleep and we pretty much just knock out right away. Or even if like we're having trouble falling asleep, there comes a point where we just knock out and we don't even remember falling asleep. So the major key with this method, and step 1 of this method, is simply staying conscious of the fact that you're falling asleep. So while you're falling asleep, it's key to observe yourself as you're falling asleep. Like what I do is I basically allow myself to fall asleep. I get it first. Every night I meditate before I go to sleep. But transitioning from my meditation into going to sleep, I stay conscious of the fact that I'm here right now in this very moment, and that I'm not just this physical body. I'm the consciousness, I'm the soul, I'm the spirit within this physical body having this experience. Because the body is just a vessel. It's like how we drive our cars to get from point A to point B. Our bodies are the vessels that we use as spirits to, get around in this dimension, to experience this third dimension. And so realizing the fact that you're not the body, so that you as a soul, as a spirit, as consciousness itself, consciousness doesn't have to fall asleep. Spirit, you as your spirit, you don't have to sleep. So that's why we dream. Like literally dreams are going to different realms of reality, realms of existence. And so when you're conscious of the fact that you're falling asleep, when you're observing yourself as you're falling asleep, you keep that in mind. Keep in mind that you're not the body. Keep in mind that you are the spirit. Like you can even tell yourself, I am the spirit. I am my spirit. I am my soul. I am the consciousness experiencing life in this dimension through this body. So the body is falling asleep, but you the spirit, you the soul, you're staying awake. You don't sleep. And so you let your body rest, and while your body is shutting down to go into sleep mode, you're still conscious. So you're still aware. You still have your conscious awareness, and you're basically staying present in the moment and transitioning from step 1 into step 2. If you do this correctly, you get good at it. Step 2 is noticing the dream forming around you. So like it sounds crazy, but you'll literally start seeing the dream, like the environment for the dream forming before your very eyes. Like I remember when I first started doing this technique, most nights I would see like this beautiful like green landscape and just like a blue sky, clear blue sky. And it's just like I could see the dream forming around me. So it's like, say like it as if someone was like painting a picture, but like there's no paintbrush or anything. So it's just like things are just appearing, like the picture is just appearing around me. And I'm looking at it, observing it and stuff. And then like as I do that, you know, the dream, like I'm in the dream. So I'm in the dream world. So it's pretty cool and pretty crazy to experience, but it's super amazing. And so that's step 2, observing the dream forming around you. And step 3, you know, this is where Ryan Cropper's method really comes into play. The way that he described it is you create a clone of yourself, like within the dream. So step 1 is to simply be aware of the fact that you're dreaming, stay conscious as you're falling asleep. Step 2 is you start seeing the dream forming around you. Step 3 is once you're in that dream world, once you're in that dream, you know, like intuitively, you know how to create things, because like you literally just think of something happening and it happens. And so all you're going to do for step 3 is create a clone of yourself. So you can do this by like, say you think of a mirror. So you manifest a mirror right in front of you. And then you step in front of that mirror and see a reflection of yourself. Then all you're going to do is like blow that reflection away. So basically like you're not destroying yourself, but you're like erasing that clone of yourself. And the reason why this works, it's kind of like you're erasing the character that you play in your dreams every night. And you're replacing that character with you, like the real you. So that's like my interpretation of why it works. And that's why it works for me, because I erase that character that I'm playing. So it's like say you're watching a play and like the play is about you. So you have like the main character that's portraying you. You're saying like, say like instead of just watching the play, you're like, man, look, yo, you ain't gotta play me. I'm gonna play myself. Get out of here. Go on do something. I'm gonna be the star in my own play. So that's basically what you're doing in the dream. And so that's step 3. And that's like the key of what Ryan Cropper teaches. And if you want more information on dreams and also like astral projection, you can go check out Ryan Cropper's channel on YouTube. And it's amazing. Like he was one of my first spiritual teachers, so I highly recommend that. So, and then moving forward to step 4, in this method that I'm teaching, you have the ability to create a basketball court. So you can think of like your favorite gym. You could think of I'm from the Southern California, so I love to play, for the Lakers, play in the Staples Center. So for me, like I think about playing in the Staples Center, and then like I've had dreams like this before too, where I was playing with Kobe and Shaq and like Robert Horry and that team, and like I was like balling out, just playing my game, hooping. But this is step 4. Like this is the fun part, to where you get to create whatever type of environment, whatever type of reality you want. And this isn't just like specific to basketball. You can do this with literally anything in life, anything that you want to get better at, any skills that you want to keep sharp. Like say if like you're an accountant, you can literally dream about doing whatever accountants do, typing on the computer, whatever it is. And say if like you're a pilot, you can utilize this method to lucid dream, and like instead of like having a flight simulator like in this physical reality, instead of like going to work and doing the flight simulator and stuff, this is your flight simulator within the dream world. So it's like you're really doing it, except your body is resting, you're asleep while you're doing it. And so with basketball, you can get creative. Like, you can think of like a park that you go to, or like an arena that you want to play in, like Madison Square Garden or something like that, or just like any gym that you go to, like 24-hour fitness, something like that. You can get creative with it. And that's pretty much step 4, and that's pretty much the end of the process. Like, that's when you have freedom to either, like, say if you want to play one-on-one, you can manifest someone to play one-on-one against, or if you're like me, you like to just practice your moves by yourself, like, you can just do that. So like, you have unlimited creativity, unlimited range, unlimited expansion. Whatever you want to do, you can do it in a lucid dream. So it's like, you know that phrase, like, I forgot the exact phrase, but basically, like, you can do anything in your dreams. You can literally do anything in your dreams. And so that's why there's no, like, the only limit is your imagination. Same in this life. That's another thing that we're going to teach on moving forward, is how you can treat this world like your dream world. Because the same principles apply here. It's just a lot slower because we're in a lower dimension. The dream world is like basically like the fourth dimension, pretty much. So the dream world, like, it resonates at that type of frequency. And the third dimension that we're in right now, like, obviously, like, everything is more dense and physical, so things takes a whole lot longer to actually manifest. That's why things don't just pop up in front of us like they do in dreams. Because in dreams, we're vibrating at a way higher frequency. So we're able to just manifest things right in front of us. Or able to, like, think of something, look away, and then turn around and it's right there. Like, stuff like that. That's why it happens, because it's at a way higher frequency. And for example, comparing that to this third dimension, like, say if you want to manifest like $5, and instead of the $5 just appearing in your hand, it'll take some time. So like, say like you're in your house, you want to manifest $5. Say a little prayer, say like an affirmation or something. You're getting your $5. So you go out, you go to work or something like that. Then, like, say like your coworker, he asks to, like, on the lunch break, he asks if you can, like, go get some food for him. He pay you like $5 extra or something like that. That's your $5 manifestation right there. It's like that's how it happens in this dimension, because it's a lot slower and it's a lot more dense. So there's a lag. It takes more time to actually manifest compared to in our dreams, where it's nearly instant, if not instant. And so, just a quick recap of the steps 1 through 4. Step 1 is to be conscious and aware of yourself falling asleep. Step 2 is to see yourself, like, see the dream forming around you. You can literally see the dream forming around you. And all you have to do is just let it happen. You don't have to try to manipulate anything. You don't have to try to think about anything in this time. You just simply let it happen. And step 3 is to create a clone of yourself, or a reflection of yourself, and basically, like, for lack of a better phrase, better words, destroy that clone. Like, get rid of it. So you can, like, blow it away, like, visualize it, like, turning into dust and just blowing away. You can, like, crumble it up like a piece of paper and, like, throw it away in the trash can. Like, you can do whatever you want. Get creative with it. Or you can literally just, like, snap your fingers, make it disappear, something like that. Whatever works best for you, whatever, like, your imagination, whatever type of imagination you have, utilize it. And then step 4, just have fun with it. You know, you can manifest whatever you want. So you can manifest whatever, like, basketball court you want, anything. But this is the time for you to practice literally in your dreams. And then, so say if you're, so like that's steps 1 through 4. And then say if you're someone who's having trouble with it, there's ways around that too. Like, say if you're having trouble lucid dreaming, say if, like, you're having issues with step 1 or 2, then there's ways around that. So one thing you can do is, now I've used this method as well plenty of times. You can, like, pull up your phone or your laptop, and, like, the very last thing you do before you go to sleep is watch basketball highlights. And you can watch, like, NBA highlights, college highlights, whatever. And personally, I suggest watching your own highlights if you have a highlight tape out. It's like, I've done it before where I watched my own highlights before I went to sleep. And that helped me. Like, even if I didn't like consciously try to lucid dream, I didn't set the intention to lucid dream, I would still have a dream about me playing basketball. So that's still like me getting the same benefits of lucid dreaming and practicing basketball in my dreams, but without being lucid. So if you're someone who has trouble lucid dreaming, that's a method that I recommend for you to try. Just simply watch highlights before you go to sleep. Preferably your own highlights, but you could watch highlights of your favorite players. Like, one of my favorite players is Kyrie Irving, other one's Kevin Durant, other one's Kawhi Leonard. And I watch highlights of them like the very last thing I do before I go to sleep. So that's the thing that's on my mind as I'm going to sleep, as I'm falling asleep. I'm thinking about those moves that they did. How can I implement those for my own self, for my game, to practice them for myself, and stuff like that. So those are like, those thoughts and those images are fresh in my mind. So as I'm going to sleep, I'm thinking about those things. And usually how it works, it's not a guarantee, like surefire to work every single time. But what you're doing is you're increasing the likelihood of having a dream that's either basketball related or about basketball. Like, you're practicing basketball yourself, you're playing basketball yourself. And so, yeah, so like if you're having trouble with lucid dreaming, practice that method. But every single night, like this isn't just an overnight thing. So like, it may take time to actually get good at lucid dreaming. Like, it took me a little bit of time. I didn't get this right the very first time I tried it. It took me some time to develop and grow into it. So take your time with it. As with everything, man. Like, I always use, of course, basketball as an example. Like when you're little, or even if you just started playing, like when you're a little older, when you first start dribbling the ball, like, your body doesn't even know what you're doing. So it's like, you're dribbling, but there's so much more progress to be made. There's so much more refinement to happen. So don't get mad or don't get frustrated or anything with yourself if it's not working right away, because just give yourself a little bit of time. It takes practice. It takes refinement. It's a skill that you're building for yourself, and self-mastery, becoming the best version of yourself, so that you can utilize this tool that you're learning how to use to increase your skills, improve your skills on the basketball court, something that you're passionate about. And so, yeah, I just wanted to give y'all this tool, and yeah, like, it's worked wonders for me. It's like, this is my testimony right here. It's worked so well that, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, those 2 to 3 years that I wasn't able to actually get on the court and play basketball and practice, I still, like, when I came back, it felt like mentally, it felt like I didn't leave. It felt like I never stopped playing. It felt like I never stopped practicing. It's like, I have to sometimes, well, pretty often actually, like almost every time that I train, I have to tell myself to, like, yo, slow it down. My body's still catching up. Let my body catch up. Slow down. Because my mind is like, all right, like, I'm going 110 miles an hour. Like, I'm doing between the legs, in and out, crossover, spin move, Euro step, like all that stuff, like different combo moves and stuff. And my body's like, yo, well, hold on, man. Like, that's why I hurt my back last week, or like 2 weeks, or yeah, about 2 weeks ago now. But that's what happened to me, hurting my back, because I was trying to go too fast, like do too much, too quickly, too soon, before my body's even really ready for it. And so, yeah, like, even throughout all that time where I took the time off, or I had to take the time off, my mind and my spirit, like, there were no days off. I mean, I'm not saying that I lucid dream playing basketball every single night, but it happened pretty often. I did it pretty often. I did it often enough to where I'm able to keep my skills sharp and actually start refining them, so that when I came back, my shot was still good, my handles were still decent, and like just knowing how to do certain moves without even practicing them, and like physically practicing them in over 2 years, like, you know, that takes something extra to do. And the extra that I did was lucid dreaming. And so, yeah, I hope y'all got a lot out of this video, or at least a little something. Hope I inspired you to look into lucid dreaming if you haven't been into it before. If you already are into it, then that's great. And I hope this method makes it easier for you. And yeah, I just want to say peace. I love y'all. And hit me up if you have any questions or anything. I'll be available. I'll make myself available. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. And I'm here to help y'all. I'm here to help y'all grow, become the best versions of yourself. And yeah, peace out. Love you.